front. This offensive line is doing a good job, and if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here in the second half. Like early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The sure hands, it's Kane. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Brown wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide. Spread the formation. Find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver.
Maybe a crease. He gets those chains moving. Gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, keep the drive moving.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Inside the 35. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry up. He wants to change this route. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Back to pass. Throws to the wide out. That's caught. It's Matthews. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Matthews. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the balls are marching down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Bishop. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looking for room. It's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're
finding some room. Makes it past the marker. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Staley. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw it again. Moving out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Vols want to move quickly.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's going to fire deep. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Makes the grab. It's Cobb. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Volunteers in the hurry up.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to it?
Ball is loose.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They feed him again. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Brown will throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town,